The 17 News at Sunrise podcast is brought to you by Clinica Sierra Vista.
Welcome back to the 17 News at Sunrise podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Sunrise.
Good morning, Kern County. It is 5 a.m. on this finally Friday. I'm Alex Fisher. We begin this morning with another disturbing discovery in a Bakersfield canal. For the fifth time in the past month, a body has been found in the water. This is video of crews on the scene near Union Avenue and Panama Lane yesterday afternoon. A Bakersfield firefighter went into the water and pulled out the man's body. There's no word on how long he had been there. The investigation continues this morning. Out of the 5 bodies recently pulled from the canal, we know that one of them was the result of a car crash. The 4 others, however, remain a mystery this morning. Turning to a close call in northeast Bakersfield as crews were threatened by a fiery explosion. Firefighters first got word last night of a grass fire off Highway 99. But when they arrived, they realized it was much more than that. The fire was near a homeless encampment, inching closer to the railroad tracks. And on those tracks was a tanker carrying liquefied petroleum. Fortunately, crews were able to stop the blaze before it reached that tanker.
Railroad has abatement up to their railroad tracks, so it didn't get up into there. The tanks probably did take some radiant heat because of the tires and all the load of the lumber there. We're able to put heavy streams on it, so it's knocking it down.
No one was hurt, and the cause of this fire is still under investigation. Meantime, another fire last night burned 2 homes in downtown Bakersfield. Well, the number of lost pets entering local shelters continues to grow this morning, but more dogs are coming in than going out, which means tough decisions are being made. 17's Cecilia Trevino looks at how Kern County Animal Services is dealing with this influx.
It's the aftermath of one of the biggest and loudest celebrations in the U.S., 4th of July. As many pets make their way back home after the fireworks scared them away, the Kern County shelter says it has been one of their busiest weeks in the year.
We have processed about 19 dogs returned to their owners since Saturday. We processed somewhere around 40 or 50 adoptions. I think we've euthanized about 25 dogs in that time.
Although the shelter saw smaller numbers than last year, it still urges owners to seek their pets as soon as possible. As the strong flow of intakes continue, one family is still looking for a very special member of their family.
Hoping that somebody picked him up, maybe turned him into one of the shelters. You know, I'm not going to give up. You know, he's an emotional support dog for my son. So we're just going to keep looking. You know, that's the best we can do.
Gangster is an emotional support dog for his son, Christopher Macias, who beat cancer late last year. Nick Cullen says this is a reminder for owners to spay and neuter their dogs, saying it is the best way to fight the high numbers at the shelters. Cecilia Trevino, 17 News.
In your 17 Crime Watch, CHP made a massive drug bust that started on Highway 99. A trunk full of trash bags. Those trash bags are full of meth, about 100 pounds of it. This is near the White Lane exit. The driver and the passenger were both taken into custody. A search warrant was later served at one of their homes, and a lab was found with 100 gallons of liquid methamphetamine, which officials say could make 400 pounds of meth. 4 people at the home were also arrested. A deputy with the Kern County Sheriff's Office has been charged with DUI following his arrest last month in southwest Bakersfield. Investigators say Deputy Joseph Garcia was in a marked Sheriff's Patrol car when police found him near White Lane in Liverpool Way. The deputy was not in uniform, but police say he showed signs of impairment and was arrested. Court documents show Garcia faces 2 misdemeanor DUI charges. The Sheriff's Office says Garcia has been part of the force since 2015, and right now he is on paid administrative leave. Well, you don't need to be an expert to see that there's a drastic difference in parks between East and West Bakersfield. That is why 8 of them near the east side of town are getting some much needed attention. Local leaders are now set to get a ground level look at the conditions of these parks to address community concerns. Here's 17's Michaela Armstrong with more.
There's been a divide in the community over East Side parks and West Side parks due to funding inequities, but community leaders hope that will all change after the Taking a Look tour.
Beautifying Bakersfield should happen everywhere, east and west of the 99. However, the further west you go, you see all the bells and whistles that we will never get if we don't say anything.
District 5 Parks and Recreation Commissioner Usidra Osby says she and Sierra Club member Eddie Lane plan to put an end to that with a Taking a Look tour. The tour will explore 8 District 5 parks they feel need serious attention by the county. As Osby says, many parks in the district have become unusable.
It's turned into dead grass, unkept parks. Oh my God, the restrooms are horrible if they're even open. You know, our families cannot even enjoy a barbecue. There's no restroom, there's no running water. That is a problem.
The County Administrative Officer Ryan Alsop, who plans to attend the tour, says District 5 has the most funding out of any district for parks. But as the county continues to renovate these parks, most are ridden with crime.
The big focus in D5, from my perspective, is really surrounding the abuse that a lot of these parks take on a daily basis. We have other parks that don't have that same level. We have other parks outside the area that do, but you know, bathrooms are an attractive nuisance. It's a challenge. We just have to do a good job as a county making sure that we are putting our best foot forward in doing things that matter to the folks who are living in the area and using these parks.
But Osby is not convinced.
Increase our access now.
The tour begins next Tuesday at 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. right here at Heritage Park. Michaela Armstrong, 17 News.
And making headlines around the world, temperatures are expected to soar across the globe with the return of El Nino. The World Meteorological Organization says El Nino has emerged in the tropical Pacific for the first time in 7 years. The world's hottest year on record coincided with the strong El Nino in 2016. The WMO climate chief says we could break that record within the next few years. El Nino is a warming of water surface temperatures in the eastern and central Pacific Ocean and is linked to extreme weather conditions from tropical cyclones to heavy rainfall and severe drought. Making headlines around the nation this morning, more on the launch of Meta's new app, Threads, which takes direct aim at Elon Musk's Twitter. Tens of millions of people signed up for the first day, but now Twitter is threatening to sue. Here's Aaron McLaughlin.
Twitter is threatening to sue hours after rival app Threads made its first move to sew up the competition. The app's founder, Mark Zuckerberg, boasting 30 million signups and counting, less than 24 hours after its surprise launch Wednesday evening.
It certainly has a bigger user base than I expected in the first 24 hours. So here we go. Twitter versus Threads. It's on.
Now, Twitter's lawyer demanding Threads owner Meta stop using any Twitter trade secrets. Elon Musk tweeting, "Competition is fine, cheating is not." Meta denies the allegations. The early success of Threads, experts say, is in part thanks to the app's requirement that all users sign in with an Instagram account, giving it the ability to easily leverage their 2 billion strong user base.
Certain apps may be hanging on by a thread once this drops.
So far, the feedback has been mixed, with some zeroing in on the app's algorithm and its power over the user's timeline.
I don't want to see what's trending. I just want to follow my friends. That's it. Why doesn't anyone understand this?
Others bemoaning the lack of features, including no direct message, and you can't delete your Threads account without also deleting Instagram. Threads itself acknowledging it'll take time.
I think it's pretty clear that this is rushed to take advantage of the fact that people right now are looking for an alternative to Twitter.
This is far from the first time Zuckerberg has been accused of mimicking a popular social app. Instagram stories and Reels features are remarkably similar to Snapchat and TikTok. But now Twitter is threatening to take this battle out of the virtual arena and into court.
Oh, how is this different from Twitter? Well, it's not.
Aaron McLaughlin reporting.
The 17 News at Sunrise podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.